Hey there, I have some important information I want to share with you. You may have recently heard about this class action lawsuit against the National Association of Realtors. A group of homeowners in another state got together and made this class action lawsuit claiming that they unfairly had to, basically pay both their listing agents commission and the buyer agents commission, and they felt that this was collusion and it was actually inflating the prices artificially. So first thing I want to tell you is that I do believe that this is going to change the way we do business here locally in Silicon Valley. I can't speak to the rest of the country, but on that note, the truth really is that as a seller, you've always had a choice. You were never forced to pay 5 or 6% commission and then pay out half of that to the buyer's agent. So when you sit down and sign a listing agreement, there is one section that you and the listing agent negotiate how much you're going to pay the listing agent brokerage. And like I said, that's typically 5 to 6%. And then there's another section right after that where you agree to what the listing brokerage is going to pay out to the brokerage that brings the buyer. Now, normally it's either 50-50 split or or very close to that. So let's say it's 6%, it'd be 3% for the listing side and 3% for the buyer side. Those numbers have always been negotiable, and though in the state of California, you do have to offer some compensation to the buyer's brokerage, it only had to be a minimum of like a penny. It did not have to be any set amount. Now, what are we going to do going forward? Because do we think that sellers are going to start listing their homes on the MLS with zero compensation for buyer agents? It's very possible. Everybody's going to have to really sharpen their pencil as far as being a good negotiator here, okay? But the bottom line is, I do think things are going to change. I think there are agents that are going to, just acquiesce to sellers who refuse to pay buyers brokerage. And that's okay, because as a real estate broker, our job is to help people that need help buying and selling homes. But it is your house and it is your money. And if you choose to market that property without giving a commission to the buyer's agent, that is your choice, and it's in your right to make that choice. And if we're serious about helping you, we should be okay with that. But there will be some negotiations coming when you get offers that currently you don't have to deal with, okay? The other thing is, I think you should expect to receive potentially lower offers, because the buyers are going to have to factor in how much they are now going to have to, pay at the closing table in cash to their buyer's brokerage. So they can either increase their price and ask for a credit so that you are still paying the buyer's brokerage, or they can lower their price and then maybe they have the cash to just pay their agent. Where this is going to be a sticking point is those buyers, and the majority of the buyers are in this category, the buyers that have loans. When you have a loan, the lender has to approve of every single penny that goes in and out of the transaction. I don't think that at this moment in California, they have a process or a system that really supports this, maybe future world that we're going to be stepping into. But I have to imagine the lending, industry is going to come up with something. So for a little while, it might be touch and go. Again, I don't think this is happening overnight. This is not a lawsuit by homeowners in the state of California, but it's probably coming. So I just wanted to make you aware. I've always told all my clients when we sit down to, write a listing agreement and we talk about the percentages of commissions that are going out, exactly, what they can expect and where that money is going. But I do want to remind you that you have a choice. So if you have any more questions, if you have any questions at all, just reach out to me. Happy to chat about it, but I want to make sure you understand what's happening. These are big changes, and I do think that it's going to change how we do business.